morning. Thanks for streaming with us. Really appreciate it. And as usual, make sure my mic is on. All right, it is going to be a hot day today, but not as hot as it has been the last couple of months. Highs in the mid-90s. Matter of fact, that's below average. Also, there are some chances for rain today. Not everybody's going to see rain, but there is a chance, and I love this pattern. I like what I see. I think the next couple of weeks are going to be favorable for at least some chance for rain, and also temperatures mid-90s, maybe upper 90s, but we may not hit 100. So, I think it's really interesting as we raced and raced and raced to get to 58 100-degree days in a year. The record's 59. But it may be a while before we break that record. All right, just showing you the setup for today. Got a stationary frontal boundary to the north, but there are some outflow boundaries around. And even though it doesn't look like it now, I think we will see some thunderstorms develop late this afternoon and into this evening. Taking a look at rainfall. Look at this. This is over the last 12 hours. Last night between 3 a.m. and about 6 a.m., close to 3 inches, or really near it. 3 inches of rain fell in southern Real County and also into Uvalde County. That rain has dissipated now, but again, I'm expecting some to redevelop across the area. Real quick, let's get to some folks and say hi. Hey, Santa, how you doing? And Brianna, hey, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. Thanks for streaming with me today. And let's see, Margaret, hey, good afternoon. Hopefully we have some showers in the forecast for the Brook City. There is. Now, the best chances for rain today will be across the hill country, I-35 corridor, and kind of over to the eastern counties. But I'd give it about a 30 to 40% chance. So it's not the greatest chance, but I think some showers and storms will once again redevelop with the heating of the day. All right, it's going to be a hot one. We're already close to 90. Low this morning was 78. Record high is 108, and thankfully we won't reach that. High 94 is what I'm going to go with, and again, that 30 to 40% chance of seeing some rainfall across the area. Temperatures now, yeah, we're close to 90. We're cooking. Beeville's at 88. There's some rain across extreme eastern counties. If you're watching from Victoria, Hallettsville, and then eastward over towards Houston, most locations right now we're close to about 90 degrees. I'm looking for a high today, 94. It's going to be a hot one, but notice temperatures have coming down. That pattern is totally changed. Instead of having the big ridge of high pressure across the southern part of the country, including Texas, it's kind of off across the northwestern part of the U.S. Look at Boise, Idaho, 91 for today. And since it's there and not here, well, good things tend to happen. And so looking at real good things happening, which is awesome. Okay, let's talk about this, kind of switching gears a little bit. We've got some activity here in the Gulf of Mexico. Been watching this tropical wave move all the way across the Caribbean, across the Yucatan, and now there's a 40% chance that this will develop into a tropical storm, or a named storm, I should say. I think it's definitely possible. Let's take a look at the satellite imagery. One thing, let me roll this back a little bit. The white clouds there, those are the ones that are kind of closest to the ground. Okay, you can kind of make out, if you use your imagination, you can kind of make out a little bit of a spin there, just a little. Like I said, this is more of a wave and not a closed area of low pressure. But wow, notice what happened when this got over the Gulf of Mexico. It just has blown up, and a lot of thunderstorm activity. And just by looking at this, let me roll this back a little bit. I'm going to show you something here. Okay, here's the last 4 hours or so. Bam! Look at that. And you can tell that there's not much wind shear aloft. You know, you got to have this hurricane, it's not a hurricane yet, tropical system builds. And if it slants at all, if there's like wind shear and it's kind of slanted, well, that's not good for development. But just by looking at this, you can tell that there's not a whole lot of the tops not being really, the whole top not being blown. Wind shear is really light. And so if this trend continues, this may become a tropical depression maybe as early as tomorrow morning. So the question is, where is it headed now? Well, I can tell you this time of the year, we usually have pretty big high that's over towards Florida, over towards Miami, right? And over into the Atlantic, what we call the Bermuda High. I think this system will move to the northwest, kind of northwest. There's no doubt about it. But the question is where the computer models are going to initiate, where they're going to say that the low is. I think there's a chance that a lot of these computer models are a little bit too far south. So I would probably follow the green line there, the purple line. What model is that? One's the aviation model. But anyway, I think that's going to be right. Now, the thing to watch for is if the main area of low pressure forms a little bit farther to the north than where these computer models are initializing. Either way, I think northern Mexico, maybe close to Brownsville, that kind of makes a lot of sense there. And then by looking at the computer guidance, it looks like there's going to be some shear that starts to develop on Sunday and keeps it kind of on a northwest to westerly kind of a track. So at this point, I don't think it's going to bring us a lot of moisture here in San Antonio. At least that's the way it looks, but we've got other things that are going to work in our favor that will give us chances for showers and storms. So that's a good thing. All right, high today, we're going to be at about 94. Scattered showers and thunderstorms develop with the heating of the day, about a 30 to 40% chance. Best chances hill country and eastern counties. And then tomorrow, I think it's going to be a little harder to come by, maybe a 10 to 20% chance for Saturday. But rain chances come up again as we head into Sunday and really next week. I think we've got some really good opportunities. So this is a look all the way through next Friday for about a week. I think it makes a lot of sense to say that we could get about 1.5 to 2 inches of rain, which is fantastic. And if that happens, we get a little soil moisture, temperatures won't be as hot, and that's what I'm banking on here. So I think over the weekend, maybe a 10% chance on Saturday, maybe 20. Sunday, a 30% chance of showers and storms, highs in the mid-90s. And then I think next week, most of next week, a pretty decent chance for showers and storms, especially in the afternoon, and high temperatures close to 90. 90 on Wednesday, maybe 91 on Thursday. Wouldn't be surprised to see an upper 80. Yeah, upper 80 in there. So things are looking really good, a lot better. I mean, especially after the last 3 months that we've been through. You know, August is usually the driest and the hottest, but this year may not be. I think for the rest of the month, we may not hit that record till maybe sometime in September. It's a possibility. That's the way it looks to me. Let's see if I can say hi to some more folks before I go. I got to do the noon show. So Paul says to bring on the rain. Mason, will Bernie get any rain? It's going to be hit and miss. 30 to 40% chance there in Bernie. Maybe a little bit higher in Bernie. Let's go 40. German, hey, or Herman, how are you doing today? Evan, my rain dance isn't working in Bromfield. I know. It was very disappointing. Good line of thunderstorms developed across the northern hill country, and as it moved southward, just kind of dissipated and left us high and dry. Brianna, what's the 7-day rainfall look like? There you go. Matter of fact, you kind of just led me into it. So hopefully, Brianna, hopefully you'll pick up rain in your backyard. And Shell, hey, how are you? Gail, maybe, I think the temperature, there you go. I think the temperatures are going to stay a little cooler, and we deserve it, right, after what we've been through. Medina Bear Line, Petranco, maybe not today, and probably not tomorrow, but next week you may pick up some rain. And Chris, yeah, all right. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for streaming with us. I've got to hurry up and do the noon show. I won't be around tomorrow because it's the weekend, Sunday, but I will be back Monday. And again, really appreciate you guys streaming. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.